Vanakkam. Welcome to the monthly news bulletin of Yarl Marai TV. News editor Rev.Fr Anton Steve. Sponsored by Rev.Fr J. Emmanuel. I am Dilani Edward Nathan.
I am Jeriksha Judson.
First, the headlines. Tamil Dioceses honor retired bishops and senior priests in Trincomalee.
Jaffna and Mannar Dioceses blessed with new priests.
Tamil parties unite on new constitution.
Mannar marks Bishop Rayappu Joseph anniversary.
Jaffna hosts tribute lecture for Rev.Fr Maria Xavier. Now the news in detail. A special gathering to honor retired bishops and senior priests serving in the Tamil Dioceses was held on April 20th at the Vianney Home for Retired Clergy in Trincomalee Diocese. The event was organized by the Northern and Eastern Bishops' Council to strengthen fraternity and fellowship among clergy. The program was conducted under the guidance of the Bishop of Trincomalee, Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel. The Holy Mass was presided over by Reverend Father Selvaratnam of the Oblates congregation, followed by a felicitation ceremony and a fraternal discussion among the bishops and priests. The gathering was attended by retired bishops and senior priests from the dioceses of Jaffna, Mannar, Batiklo and Trincomalee. Also present were the Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Prahasam, along with the Vicars General of the four dioceses.
Ordinations were recently conducted in the Diocese of Jaffna and Mannar, with several deacons ordained to the priesthood and others ordained as deacons. In the Diocese of Jaffna, 5 deacons were ordained as priests during a ceremony held on April 18th at St. Mary's Cathedral, Jaffna. The solemn Eucharistic celebration was presided over by Right Reverend Dr. Gnana Pragasam, Bishop of Jaffna. During the sacred rite, deacons Johnson John Hilton, Stanislaus Stephen Raj, John Philip John Hamilton and clericians Manuel Pillai Sugandhan and Jesudas Krishant were ordained to the priesthood. Meanwhile, in the Diocese of Mannar, 5 new priests and 2 deacons were ordained during a ceremony held on April 9th at St. Sebastian's Cathedral, Mannar. The Mass was presided over by Right Reverend Dr. Gnana Pragasam, Bishop of Mannar. During the ceremony, deacons Robert Amaladasan Benjamin, Jayaseelan Jayasudan, Padmanathan Anton Reginald of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate Congregation, and Perinbanathan Miranda Niroj Claston and Sahayanathan Jenny Piris of the Somaskan Congregation were ordained as priests. Meanwhile, brothers Navaratna Raja Ajandan and Jesudasan Rohan Piris of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate Congregation were ordained as deacons. Among those present at the Mannar celebration were Bishop Emeritus Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, Reverend Father Tamil Nason, Vicar General of Mannar, Reverend Father Joseph Das Jabaratnam, Vicar General of Jaffna, Reverend Father Paul Jayanthan Pachek, Provincial Superior of the Jaffna Province of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate, Reverend Father Aknal Amal, Provincial Superior of the Somaskan Congregation for Sri Lanka, India and Australia, and Reverend Father Petrus Thayabaran, Rector of St. Francis Xavier Major Seminary, Jaffna, along with many priests, religious sisters and faithful.
The second round of discussions on effort toward drafting a new constitution, organized by the Tamil Lawyers Forum, was held in Colombo on April 9, with the participation of members of parliament and representatives of Tamil political parties representing the northern and eastern provinces. During the discussions, the parties unanimously agreed on the fundamental principle for a new constitutional framework aimed to addressing the political aspirations of the Tamil people. A discussion was also taken to use these agreed principles as the basis for drafting a political solution proposal to the Tamil national question. Although various political parties and institutions have previously submitted proposals and recommendations regarding a solution to the Tamil national issue, it was unanimously agreed to prepare a framework acceptable to all Tamil nationalist parties. This framework would be jointly presented by the Tamil nationalist parties on behalf of the Tamil people should the government of Sri Lanka initiate discussions on a new constitutional arrangements. Accordingly, a drafting committee comprising representatives of Tamil nationalist parties and an expert panel has been established to formulate a detailed political solution proposal based on these foundational principles. Senior attorneys Ranitha Gnanaraj and Mariadas Judinesh have been appointed as coordinators on behalf of the Tamil Lawyers Forum. The expert panel includes President's Counsel Dr. K. Kanahishwaran, Professor M. Sornaraja, Professor N. Selvakumaran, Professor V.T. Thamalmaran, Senior Lecturer N. Sivakumar, and Dr. K. Gurubaran. It was further decided that each Tamil nationalist political party participating in the discussion will nominate one representative to serve on the expert panel.
The 5th death anniversary of the late former Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Rayappu Joseph, was commemorated on April 13th. The event was organized under the coordination of the Vicar General of the Mannar Diocese, Rev.Fr. Tamil Nason, and was held at St. Sebastian's Cathedral, Mannar. The Holy Mass was presided over by the Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Anthony Gnanapragasam, followed by a memorial lecture. The memorial address was delivered by political analyst Mr. Nilandan under the theme, The Moral Intervention of Civil Society in Tamil Politics. Following the lecture, a tribute ceremony was held at the Bishop's statue located in the heart of Mannar town, where participants paid their respects. The event was attended by Bishop Emeritus Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, priests, religious sisters, the Mayor of Mannar, Mr. Vasandan, representatives of civil society organizations, and a large number of faithful.
The second memorial lecture marking the 5th death anniversary of the late Reverend Father Xavier, founding director of the Center for Performing Arts, was held on April 25th at the Kalaithudu Kaleham of the Center for Performing Arts located on Jaffna Main Street. The program was conducted under the chairmanship of Professor Sivalinga Raja, former head of the Department of Tamil at the University of Jaffna. The memorial lecture was delivered by the Vicar General of the Diocese of Mannar, Reverend Father Tamil Nason, on the topic Culture and Literature in the Perspective of the Catholic Church, Initiatives in Ulam after the Second Vatican Council. Priests, Tamil scholars, members of the Center for Performing Arts, and the general public were among those who attended the event.
The Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Bernard Gnanapragasam, has met the Apostolic Nuncio to Sri Lanka, Archbishop Andrei Joshua-Vich. The meeting took place on April 30th at the Vatican Embassy in Colombo. This was the first official meeting held after the Apostolic Nuncio assumed duties as the papal representative to Sri Lanka.
A first-class relic of St. Faustina brought from Poland to the Diocese of Trincomalee has been placed for public veneration at the Divine Mercy Shrine in Trincomalee. The installation ceremony took place on April 6. During the event, Bishop Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel of Trincomalee solemnly installed the relic permanently in the church and presided over the Holy Mass. Numerous priests, religious sisters and faithful were present and joined in prayer during the occasion.
Commemorations marking the 7th anniversary of the 2019 Easter Sunday bomb attacks in Sri Lanka were held across the country on April 21st. In the Diocese of Jaffna, the event was organized under the coordination of the Vicar General, Reverend Father Joseph Das Jabaratnam. The commemoration took place at a specially arranged venue in front of the Bishop's House Chapel. The program included the lighting of lamps, followed by prayers and a tribute ceremony in memory of those who lost their lives in the attacks. A memorial address was delivered by Reverend Father Manuel Pillai David, Director of the Ahavali Family Services Center of the Diocese of Jaffna. Priests, religious sisters, school students, teachers and faithful took part in the event, offering prayers for the eternal rest of the victims.
The book titled A Man of Integrity, authored by Reverend Father John Baptist Anthony of the Diocese of Jaffna, was launched on April 25th at the Ahavali Family Services Center Hall in Jaffna. The event was held under the chairmanship of Reverend Father Ravi Raj, lecturer at St. Francis Xavier Major Seminary, Kolomuthurai. The Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanaprahasam, attended as chief guest and formally released the book. The review of the publication was delivered by Reverend Father Manuel Pillai David, Director of the Ahavali Family Services Center. Priests, religious sisters and members of the public were among those present at the event. The book presents the life and mission of the late former Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Jacob Bastian Pillai Diokupillai.
The launch of the book, Pugalchiyum Marchiyum, authored by Reverend Father Niruban Nishanand Tharcisius, a priest of the Diocese of Jaffna and director of the German Tamil Catholic Chaplaincy, was held on April 28th at the Kalaithudu Hall of the Center for Performing Arts, Jaffna. The event was held under the chairmanship of Reverend Father Petrus Theabaran, rector of St. Francis Xavier Major Seminary, Kolomuthurai. The chief guest, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanapragasam, Bishop of Jaffna, graced the occasion and officially released the book. The introductory address was delivered by Reverend Father Joseph Das Jabaratnam, Vicar General of the Diocese of Jaffna. Numerous priests, religious sisters, and members of the public attended the event. The book offers profound biblical and theological reflection on each prayer of the Rosary, providing a rich spiritual interpretation of Marian devotion.
The opening ceremony of the newly constructed Queen of Heaven and Earth Church, located in the Kotekatiyakulam area of Akkarayan, was held on April 26. The event was organized under the guidance of Rev.Fr. Alban Serhard of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate Congregation, Parish Priest of Akkarayan. During the ceremony, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanaprahasam, Bishop of Jaffna, participated and solemnly blessed and inaugurated the new church. Numerous priests, religious sisters and villagers of Akkarayan took part in the event and joined in prayer. And now, to conclude the monthly news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. Tamil Dioceses honor retired bishops and senior priests in Trincomalee.
Jaffna and Mannar Dioceses blessed with new priests.
Tamil parties unite on new constitution.
Mannar marks Bishop Rayappu Joseph anniversary.
Jaffna hosts tribute lecture for Reverend Father Maria Xavier. Thank you for watching.
Vanakkam.